In this game, Milena took white and Piotrek took black. It started with two similar Joseki, and I really like Piotrek's choice to not play from this Joseki, from that Joseki, these extensions. We just play the Shimari, and probably we will manage to play one of the extensions because white will play on one of the sides and black will play on the other side. White played on this side, I am not sure. Maybe this is better, and then black, because like this, it's easy for black to just play from the other side, which is also a perfect extension from the little wall. But all right, now we attach. It's of course also good. If I was black, I would go for this variation. I think black is able to go for it. Now we play on those, and probably we could expect something like this. Black got very strong. That is also strong. White can still invade, but that group is not completely stable yet. I think black is rather satisfied with how the game goes. I am not sure. If I was white, maybe I would rather first jump, but then maybe we can expect that move of black. Alright, this is also possible. Black went here, white went down. Yes, it makes sense. Usually we see this move, and maybe, I don't know, something like this. Or I also saw like this, like this. What's the difference? Maybe now we can attach. It's sharper, I see. This is normal, yeah. But in the game, this move, and then black goes down, looks good. And now, very interesting. Black played this one. It is destroying white's shape, but is it really needed for now? White is very happy to play on the outside. That shape is more important. We don't expect white to play this move, for sure now. So later we will manage to play at b4. White will not be satisfied with just living like this. It's not acceptable. So we don't need to play this move now. It's too early. And now black played this, white connected. Also not possible. These two stones are not very important. We can just play on the outside. They are big, yes, they are big. We are getting weaker. If they are taken, I don't know. Maybe it's, yeah, I don't know if I would connect or not connect. But like this, black is able to expand the wall. Okay, I think that I would play this one extension, or maybe I would play double Hane, but there is a weakness left, and also we made the on the outside. I don't know which is better. White didn't play Atari, and that's a mistake, because later when white plays Atari, it's very easy for black to sacrifice the stone. Why? Because white already spent a move, and black in that time played some useful place. If white played it immediately, on the other hand, then now for sure white doesn't extend here, because white is already very, very strong. So if we Atari, we should Atari now. So we should Atari now, because we want to have that. Like, it's certainly more valuable than that 1 point which we can play in the very end game. For now, white is just playing from the outside, which helps black a bit. Okay, now this invasion, interesting choice. White took away black's base, but black has time to go out. I don't really understand these exchanges. Were they needed for anything? They are destroying ice. They are a bit audacious then. If I was white, maybe this move. It looks like it can take away, dig out more of black's base, like with more points for white. All right, in the game, black goes. White also goes out. Now white pushes, and I am not sure of this move, because we don't really need to make points here, because our group is already alive. That group is a little bit weak. So if I was playing, I would rather continue playing from this group. Alright, maybe black plays that one, but it's alright. It's not that valuable. We can take center, and we can play this, or maybe this, or maybe even try to somehow invade black's area. Like this, there is a threat of being cut, so white played exchanges, but these exchanges are of course good for black to expand that wall. If now black will manage to live in center, and black did because white had the move, then I think that black is happy with the game if black just plays another move to get a big territory. I am not sure if it was needed for white to add one more move, because white has already one eye here and the second eye here. So white is alive here, white is alive there, and now white connects these stones, but what for? It's not clear. Probably it's better to play like this, or to start some action on the bottom. I can also already feel that at one point white will be upset that white doesn't have this exchange, because later when white plays this move, black will just play from the outside, so the edge in black's territory is smaller. I don't know, maybe we can also start with this Atari, and if black plays from the outside, then at least we already gained a little bit. But I don't know, this is maybe better to go very deeply to actually invade. Like this, black added a move, also big, even though I think that the bottom might be bigger. Oh, wow, white managed to get it. But then this is very good for white to get this exchange, and now white starts destroying black's area. However, maybe it's too modest. I think that white has a right to try something like this. Of course, it's very uncertain what will be, but there are a lot of weaknesses in black's shapes. I have no idea what exactly, how it will go and what will happen, but we don't need to be exactly sure. We need to follow our feeling in such situations, whether we should invade deeply or not. But the tricky part is that we need to follow our feeling in two flavors. The first thing is our feeling if we are playing our color. And this is something which is available at hand, because we are playing the game, we have feelings connected with the game. And maybe we feel that, oh, such a deep invasion would be so scary, maybe I die and I don't have anything, I only make my opponent's territory bigger. But there is another feeling which we have to follow, which is we imagine that we are black. So we imagine that we are in a different situation in which we actually are. We imagine that we are in our opponent's shoes, and then we try to emulate his feelings, his emotions. We need some empathy for it. I don't know if it is really empathy or some very good imagination. Yeah, we need to imagine that we are playing a different role in this game. And then, what would black feel seeing this invasion? I think that black would be also very scared. And now the question is, who is more scared? You or the spider? I think that often the spider is more scared than you of the spider. So white might go for this, but of course it's risky. Like this, on the other hand, black with this move manages to enclose quite a lot. Oh, and even more. Still possible to go for something more. I don't know, like this might be annoying for black. White is too modest, too kind. Go down. I don't know if this is the correct moment to play this unusual go down. Usually we go up, because later there is still weakness like this, still an invasion. Aha, it went like that. I see. Oh, strange move. I think that black could just extend. Or even play this. And be happy. But this is what? Black is creating a weak group. Unnecessary. All right. Now we are reducing. I see. So basically, black's calculation was this is already on the board, and now the question is, do we want to cut, which is a very good move, or do we prefer to play like that? I don't know. Black decided to play like that. But this is a very big move. A corner is a bit thin. These stones are a bit thin. I don't know. Yeah, black played differently. And now some exchange, I see. So in the end, black gives white territory, but gets something in exchange. Makes sense. White was just following. Can white change anything here? Well, white could. White could maybe play this one or this one. Maybe, yeah. But of course, what white played was also very big. Usually we don't play this connection. Usually we don't because we want to keep the other option open. But maybe black decided that anyway he doesn't want, because then white connects there. Makes some sense. S17. S17 is a bit problematic. Yeah. I think that this creates a call if there is no L17 stone, right? Now black could just kill. If there was no this stone, then... But this is a bit desperate call. Black also makes white also makes black stronger on the outside, and yeah, white can destroy some points, but it's not clear if these are more points than, for example, points here or even in the center. So even though the move exists, it's maybe not something that special. White in the end played S17. I see. And now white tries to do something. All right, now that black already played at L17, it makes sense. But unfortunately, white doesn't manage to get that much. Now cut. Oh, and the Komentarz. Yes, a very, very interesting call. So how is it? I think that probably black has an advantage in this game. Let's count. 25, 30, 3, 7, 40, 2, 50, 60, 70. White has 70 points plus Komi, 76.5. And black has 30 minus 3 plus 3, that's 30. 43, 4, 6, 5, almost 60, 70 plus a few. Alright, so it seems that if white plays peacefully, white cannot even do it. So if white plays peacefully, I don't know, maybe like this and just connects, then black will have more. But if the ko starts, then white still has chance. However, the ko is very difficult for white, because even after white wins it, black answers to the threat, and white cuts, there is still a lot black can do, there is still this threat, so probably black is better, because black will get something out of this ko. So probably black is better. Where did it become good for black? I think when white was a bit too peaceful here, and also earlier these exchanges and those moves were a bit too slow. Thread, and black has local threads. That's the most pleasant thing in the world. On the other hand, white has threads on the bottom. Yeah, good, because they are in plus, but we lost for sure the possibility of destroying the bottom, of invading there. So the ko is being just played, and here I think maybe the last thing to comment in this game, very mature move of black. This threat. it might look very small, like what is this? It doesn't threaten that black goes into white's territory. It doesn't threaten that black saves the stone. But what black gets out of it is very big, in fact. White's territory got 2 points smaller, and black got additional stone on the outside in center. And what is the value of that stone? I don't know. I would say at least 2 points when we later create a territory with this move, for example, or maybe we connect here and it might be worth even more than 2 points. Let's say later even more we will have this descent. After we manage to play at p12, we will have this descent, and white's territory will get in fact a few points smaller. White will have only 4 points, right? Like here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Instead of having, if white connects, then white would have this was anyway point 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So in fact white's territory will get smaller by 5 points, and black gets center, and black gets this move. So I think it's like almost like 8 points in center. And this is already comparable with the value of that comparable because it's in center. So like when white decides whether to answer or not, if it's an 8 points reverse center move, it's as worthy as a 16 points move. But probably white thought that white just doesn't have enough threats to continue all of this. Black will play that move, unless black thinks it's a minus. I don't know. White has a threat here, a threat there. So maybe white could continue, but black just. I think that this was just a very mature co-threat by black. And now there is just one unfortunate thing, that black didn't play this center. This was very big, and white got that in center. Now black wasn't brave enough to block, which I don't know if it was correct or not. Black didn't block, so white got some more points, but anyway, black was ahead and black won that game. Alright, so this is it about this game, I think, and thank you all for coming. See you next time. I don't know, I think I will comment also some games offline, and I think that I will try to make a lecture, because we didn't have a lecture in this season. Let's try to make a lecture in 1 week, but we'll yet announce it in Facebook and everywhere, on Discord and by email, everywhere. Okay, so that's it, and thank you all for coming. Bye bye.